Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm Steve. Mark's at work, and this is Smokey Steve and Mark. Either welcome or welcome back. Some days, today was just one of those days. Um, that's the topic of this video. Um, just some days. It's, bless you, the cat just sneezed. Things out of the ordinary. So I have Dandy with me because the actual cat is not a fan of me. I have my unhealthy coping skills nearby, if you can see the smoke wafting in front of the camera. And I have a Diet Coke. Not ideal, but back in the day it would have been Nikolai vodka, the red bottle because it's 100 proof, and probably some butts I scrounged off the ground. So things are a little better in that way. So today was one of those mornings I got up and stared at the floor and thought, why bother with life? Just I'm being dramatic. It's funny in hindsight because I'm feeling like relaxed now, but I just didn't want to get out of bed. I had the phone in my hand thinking, I could call out sick. I could call off work. I don't have to go. And then I'm like, well, there's no reason not to. So what? You don't like getting up. A lot of people don't like getting up. Don't be such a baby. So eventually I berated myself out of bed and then, and then got dressed and stared at my shoes because it seemed so complicated to put them on. It took me like 5 minutes to untie them and retie them and take a break between shoes, and had my coffee, which didn't seem to be perking me up, and took the new meds that I started a while back, the new dose of my morning stuff, and that seemed to be working okay. It helps with anxiety that I get sometimes in the morning. It doesn't really squelch this loss of will to move type stuff, but it helps with morning jitters if I have anxious mornings. So I get to work, and the phone system is out. Not the phones, but like the voicemail is out, so I can't check my messages. I can check them on my computer. I'm trying to put some numbers together and a report for some activities I did in the last month. Somewhere in hell, there is a very small desk, and all you do all day is make Excel spreadsheets. And that's all you do. All you do. And they're piping in Justin Bieber the whole time. So I was doing that, and then we have a time tracking system that I was a little behind entering my time with. So I had to go back and do that. It was a lot of like data entry, data processing type stuff this morning. I was like, oh. So lunch, and then the afternoon I tried to fill up. I had a few calls to make and some stuff to set up, and then I had to go out into the middle of Bumble to go do a recovery discussion group. It's a 45-minute drive, and it's at 5 o'clock. Now, we just turned the clocks back, and I'm in the northeast part of the United States. So all of a sudden now it's getting dark by 5. The sun's, like, it's dark by 5:30 or 6. So I'm driving out to wherever. My boss lives in that general direction, and I said, anything I should be aware of? She's like, well, there was a downed tree, and then I saw 3 deer on my drive home yesterday. I'm like, great. So I grew up in a small town with country around it, so I've encountered deer before. It's not news. It's not a surprise to me to see a deer. But it's that time of year where you see them everywhere. So I'm driving, and I get there, and stop in and BS with the person, and nobody showed up for my group. So I hung out for a while just to make sure, like 20 minutes, and got back in the car, came around, driving, and the person in front of me is driving really slow, and then they turn, and then I turn into the person who's driving really slow with my high beams on, and I not dodged, but they were crossing the road, 3 deer. One was the size of a freaking water buffalo. It was huge. Huge. I think it was a doe, too. It was huge. So I'm like slowing down because sometimes the babies will like come in tow or whatever. So it was a couple encounters. One right as I got out of the little town I was in, and then another like midway through around a turn, which could have been really dangerous, and then another. So that made for an interesting ride home. A lot of self-talk on that car ride home. It started to seep away from self-talk into something that was a little more neurotic, but we got it together when we got back. Parked the car, walked home, got a song stuck in my head that I don't like. I have the song Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears stuck in my head. I can't make it go away. Uh, but home is a safe space. I got home. Bandit is here. He was right by the door waiting. He was sleeping, but he was in a good spot and woke up when I got in and, checked in with him. And I didn't know what I was going to film about, so I went around and did all my like nightly chores first. Like I got my meds together for tomorrow and laid my clothes out. I found a couple pairs of pants in the closet that fit that I didn't know fit. So I just expanded my wardrobe a little bit, which is cool. I'm gonna shave when I shower. That always makes me feel better. Shaving is like, I don't know, cathartic. It gets like ill feelings off. I don't know. It's like getting rid of something. So it has like an emotional attachment to it too. I don't know. Every Friday I shave everything. The goatee, my face, and I buzz my hair all the way off. No guard on the buzzer. So I'm home. I have Dandy. I did all my little chores. We're checking in. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a weird time of year for me. I've been hospitalized this time of year before. I've been in rehab this time of year before twice. So I don't know what strikes my fancy this time of year or what kicks me off, but something does. And I think it's happening low key under the medication, kind of, but I don't know. So I guess we'll see. So I do feel better. I do feel good, even though there was some, as you can see, oddities that occurred throughout the day and normal life challenges and things like that. I feel good being here. So Mark will be home later from work. It is Keto Eve. Tomorrow starts the Keto 14-day challenge. We're going 2 weeks. We keep not buying groceries because everything we like has carbs. I don't know, maybe I'm grieving carbs a little. Tonight I think I'll probably have like pasta with potatoes, with a baked potato on the side, and a side of rice, and a 5-pound bag of sugar for dessert. Something like that. Something like that. Because tomorrow I've been talking with some people who know keto really well. They're giving me some direction to resources, giving me my carb count, net carbs versus total carbs, and all that stuff. So I feel like I'm getting into the keto. No, I'm not a ketophile yet, but I'm getting the information. So I'm excited about it. I'm concerned for Mark because he loves sweets, and I don't know if using artificial sweeteners, even like erythritol or monk fruit or Truvia or stevia or anything like that, it's not gonna. I'm gonna have to get clever. I'm gonna have to get clever, or he's gonna have to get clever. He decided he was gonna do our desserts, and I had to do our entrees. So, I mean, I could just go easy, just grill a piece of meat, throw some butter on it, and feed him a leafy green, I suppose. But that wouldn't be very creative. You'd probably have to put more work into a dessert than I did the entree. It should be equitable. I should put some more effort into it. So that's all I got, I think, for y'all. Thanks for indulging me with your time if you've stayed this long. The rest of my night is going to look like I said. Grooming, shower, shave, maybe a little cooking, just enough for myself, because Mark already got something for himself for dinner. Catch up on YouTube. I saw that Yaba put up a couple videos. I like Yaba. She doesn't need my endorsement. She has plenty of people watching her already, but she's fantastic, so she put up a couple videos. And otherwise, chill out. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. You can follow Mark and I on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Our email address and contact information is listed below. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for listening to me, and we'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. Bye.